World of Warcraft is a game released almost 20 years ago and is still regarded as one of the best MMOs. After many expansions, a port of the old game, called Classic, was released in 2019. And now in mid-2023, hardcore servers were officially released. Hardcore Classic is a really simple concept. You have one life. If you die, you delete the character. And this changes the game quite a bit. Simple upgrades and gear mean much more. Potions and other items have skyrocketed in importance, and situational awareness is vital. Caves are now mega scary. Dungeons and raids are even riskier. So join me on the journey of Azeroth's newest savior, Ragewink, the human warrior. My name is Darkwink, and if you like this video, give it a like, and give me a subscribe for more content just like this. First, a little bit of his backstory. Here Ragewink was, in the lovely dry farmland of Westfall, jumping and questing and killing, when I noticed this little priest getting a little overconfident and overpulling a few too many enemies. I knew that I needed to kill these enemies too, so I decided, with my lovely balding head, to jump in and save this fella. And I'll let the clip speak for itself.
Oh shit!
Huh?
Well, let's go again. This is Ragewink Take 2. Action. I want to take a quick aside here to explain the highlight-esque nature of this video. It's not my intention for all of the videos to be structured in this way. I would rather be talking while playing rather than talking over and giving commentary after the fact. So after this episode, expect more in the way of that style, but that is the way this episode is. Also, every episode I want to set aside a goal to give myself a bit of structure and to guide the journey for Ragewink. In this one, we obviously have revenge on the mind, and some ghosts to lay to rest. So here, our goal is to get back to Westfall and avenge Ragewink's first death. So jumping right in, as soon as I finished all the business out at the Northshire Abbey and got to around level 6 or 7, I was out killing pigs in the farmland in Elwyn Forest when an adventurer came up to me, opened a trade, and gave me a nice gift. This gift was a new green weapon that had stamina on it. Stamina is of course very good for hardcore characters as it gives you more life, which makes you harder to die. So I salute you, Mr. Sticky Undies. May you have a blessed run. After this, it was off to the Fargo Deep Mine, where I had to kill the revered Goldtooth, a kobold that is known for killing many low levels, especially the cave he's in. And I had to do this because somebody had their necklace stolen by Goldtooth. So I did that, killed Goldtooth, and then I scurried out of the cave where I killed many more kobolds to finish some other quests. But I did so outside of the cave for safety. After this, I noticed there was a chest, and I received my second blessing of the run. In this chest, I found a small red pouch. Bags in hardcore are very nice because they give you extra inventory space, which you will definitely need.
I can't do that yet.
After this, killed many more kobolds, finished my quests, and talked to some interesting people.
It was my husband's, and he always said it was lucky. If only he didn't forget it on his last campaign. Asterisk, sniff, asterisk.
From here, I was sent on a quest to find some lost guards. And I found their corpses. And I, opened them, of course. But some of them had a nice little surprise. After picking up some logs and clearing out even more wildlife in Elwyn Forest, my journey next brought me to the lovely pumpkin patch where the famous Princess the Boar resides. Here, Princess is with two of her entourage, and soloing this can be quite interesting as a warrior, as you've got 3 pigs on you. The goal here, as you can see, is to kill Princess as quickly as I can, and then just to run. So you can see me dumping all of my damage into Princess. I use a quick potion to top myself off, kill Princess, and then it's just a matter of running. Boars do have a dash, so they can be a little tricky, but I do have the fence. And here, unfortunately, I do pull a bandit. But once again, the fence is a nice kiting mechanism. And I get out pretty easily. Princess is soloed. Easy game. After this, my next target is a bunch of gnolls. In particular, I work up to the boss Hogger. But gnoll killing is most of where my time went in Elwyn Forest.
Not enough rage.
Nice.
And here I joined a couple of other adventurers, actually a few other adventurers, and we took down Hogger. Hogger is aggroed on me here, and you can see just how much damage he does. He takes me to about 40% there in just a couple of hits, but we get him. After this, like I said earlier, I just go about farming gnolls. I did this for a couple reasons. One, obviously experience. This is good. You always want more levels. But also a bunch of money. In Hardcore Classic, it's good to have money early on, especially for a warrior, because learning weapon skills cost quite a bit. So I use gnolls as my farming here. Next, I was going to catch the train, the subway, from Stormwind over to Ironforge. And then I was introduced to some more rats of a little different variety this time. And I was asked to catch them, lure them with a flute, which was an interesting time. But hell, I can play a flute. After doing this, I noticed there was quite an interesting fellow here. Mr. Haggle, are you okay? You're under the bench. Subways, I guess. From here, I arrived in the snow, and I was asked by some farmers to take care of Vagash, a yeti that was apparently eating some livestock. Vagash is an elite, as you can see the golden dragon on its portrait there, and as such, pretty difficult challenge to solo. Vagash here has an ice nova, which freezes me in place if I get hit. So as a warrior, what I do here is I apply some bleeds and some slows, and then I kite around, throwing knives when I can. Using the fence once again as my mighty kiting tool. And then I definitely don't receive any help from a dwarven guard with a mighty musket at all. So the trick here towards the end is to make use of that guard. That's where I'm running to. In order for the kill to count for me, I have to do at least 51% of the damage. So that's where I focus. I am just whittling away as I'm running towards where I know this guard is at. Here I am applying yet another bleed and another slow so that I can outrun it. And my bald head is making its way to this guard. I notice that the health is still a little high, so I focus a little bit on chipping away. That's what I'm doing here. Yet another bleed, a couple more hits. Once I get it to a certain spot, you can see that the guard is now shooting it. I need another potion. So not flawless, but at any rate, I get the job done. Vagash is dead. The livestock are saved. The hero Ragewink receives a nice little weapon upgrade. This is the first two-handed mace, which is generally the weapon of choice for warriors. Two-handed weapons in general because they hit the hardest.
Very well done.
So we get the Coldridge hammer, and we definitely equip that. From here, we go into the Trog Cave. This can be a little scary. There are quite a bit of low levels that die here. You gotta watch out for, you know, new spawns and things of that nature. But as long as you're careful, it's not too difficult. While I'm here, we see a rare, and this mage wants to try and take it with me. So we party up. We go out to this cliff. You can see there are 3 there with the rare in the back. As long as we pull cleanly, we should be fine. This mage, not the best awareness here, and pulls and then falls. Which causes a little bit of panic, because that means those guys are aggroed. And anybody they run through, any trogs they run through, are also going to aggro to us. Not knowing what to do, I just jump. I think the best course of action is probably just to meet up with the mage and run as far as we can. And I will tell you, should have died here, no doubt about it. But luckily there were some more heroes coming into the cave here, and they saved my life. You can see me get knocked down. A mage hits a Frost Nova to really help me kite. And then we go ahead, kill everything. I use a bit of first aid on myself to get some healing. There's my little gnome mage friend that just popped down the hill. We take care of them. Once again, should have died here. But we return to the side of the rare, and we really want to take this down because it could have good things. You can see even more that got aggroed to us. So we go about taking these out. You can just think, if these heroes, these other players wouldn't have been here, we would have been way overwhelmed and definitely died. So we take care of them, knock them out, and then it's back up to that cliff to take care of Hammer Spine, the rare, which we do pretty easily. Not too difficult of a rare. And it's pretty nice for me because guess what? Even though we just got the Coldridge Hammer, there's a new, nice, shiny, two-handed mace. The mage kindly gives it over to me. They can't use it anyway, so it's not that big a deal. And I equip it. So, nice. We love upgrades. Scary one, but we're clean and free. We survive. From here, we're off to Loch Modan, where we're asked to kill more rats. I think there's a theme here. Plenty of rats and such. But we're asked to collect 12 rat ears, as they are called, for a dwarf, as well as collect some mining gear. This cave can definitely be scary. It's one of the deadliest places for low levels. But we survive, make it out.
Nice.
From here, we come back to this dwarf that gave us the quest for the rat ears, and he had an interesting take.
What's on your...
When I asked for those ears, I didn't realize they'd smell so bad. Here's your reward, adventurer. Well
And
done.
finally, we're off to that desolate farmland known as Westfall for our revenge.
This truly is a godforsaken place.
I start with some pig hunting, as it seems that I always do. I'm either killing pigs or I'm killing rats, and then I think we get our revenge.
That's it. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you have to die.
Not to nitpick.
Nope.
Nice work, person. Please accept one of these items as payment for all your hard work.
And after finishing up Westfall for the first time around, our goal now shifts to clearing our first dungeon, the Dead Mines, after we reach level 20. That will be the goal in our next episode. See you there.